3, 2, 1.
Oh.
Unscripted, unshackled, uncouth.
What you're about to hear is for more mature audiences only.
It's Miguel and Holly, Uncensored.
Hello. And
chomping at the bit today.
I know. Everybody's like, don't.
We want to go home.
Today is one of those days where I'm just like, I don't have anything to do. I just want to be on my couch.
I feel that. I
don't know why this week has just all around felt off.
It's because of the 3-day weekend. Like any
Yeah.
4-day, like you're excited because you're like, oh, we only have a 4-day week. It's going to be so great. And then somehow it's not. It feels like, let's just get through it. I don't know why that's the way, but
It has. I mean, and for me, I have just been like hungover and then just the anxiety from drinking last weekend. And I don't drink like that anymore. And so I'm just like, every day I go home and I'm like, I'm kind of glad Abe wasn't here this week because I felt like I just would have been a sack of potatoes around him.
really last weekend really did a number on you.
It really did. I can't do it like that because because someone messaged me when I talked about this the other day and they're like, well, when you go on your cruises, don't you drink? And I'm like, yeah, we drink, but we're also like doing stuff and I'm hydrating the entire time as well. And so there's activities going on. And also
maybe it's just longer, like it's a longer span of like you're doing all day. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just different. Maybe.
I don't know. I don't know. It hit me. But anyway, I do want to address what you might or might not hear on Sunday. So
we're gonna go ahead and address it. So you're teeing it up.
I do. I want you to look for it and just see if it's there on Sunday because it might not be.
Yeah.
So on our feed, and I kind of like this idea. I want to develop this off air a little bit more. Like maybe every other weekend, one of us does something special that may encourage us to finally dip our toes into doing our own podcast. Of like releasing a little short episode on Sundays around noon of our different interests. And it could be us together, us individually, but this all started because Kelvin, you're doing something this weekend.
Correct. We are sending off our little tiny friend named Eric. His nickname is Pequeñita, and he is going back to Puerto Rico. And so we have decided, the friend group and I, and by the friend group, really me, I'm the ringleader, to do a roast send-off. And so we'll be doing that Saturday.
And Kelvin asked us, I'm sorry, Hal, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, but you kind of had to drag everybody into this. Like nobody else was like that excited about a roast except for you.
Yeah, because they're not performers. Like we have one med student, Shay, and Oscar. Oscar's funny, but he's not a writing down jokes kind of funny.
Right.
So I was like, let's do this. We watch Drag Race all the time. Like, let's have a send off. And it's a surprise for Eric, so he doesn't even know.
Right. And so he doesn't watch or listen to this, does he?
No.
Okay. So Kelvin wanted to practice in front of us his roast. And of course, I'm like, wait, that's great content. We can't just let this go because we probably can't play any of the jokes on the actual show. So why not do it on the podcast? So I was like, let's record your practicing. So we recorded it already.
Right.
It's Kelvin practicing his roast. It's very inappropriate.
It's super X-rated.
Extremely.
But it's a roast. It's like, that's why Comedy Central, when they do their roast, it's like after 10 o'clock.
Right.
So kids can't see it.
Harbor.
And bleeped.
Right. And
mine
bleeped.
is not.
Right. So here's the thing. If Kelvin gets the go-ahead from his friends after the roast on Saturday, I will post the podcast on Sunday at noon. If your friends say what you did was great, but I don't want everybody to hear it, then you'll never see the light. It'll never see the light of day.
Right.
Yeah.
So just be looking for that Sunday.
It might happen. It might not.
In your feeds. Okay. Now on with the show. Let's welcome back to the show. We haven't heard from him in a while. Miss Soul Worker Stacy.
Hello, lady.
Hello. How is everybody?
Wonderful.
Good.
Well, not great. Not great.
mean,
Let's be
actually,
honest.
I have a cold, so
It's not. The world is burning. Allie has a cold.
I do. It's
You know.
Come June, everything will be in a different position.
Say that again.
So come June, everything will be into a different position.
Oh, we gotta wait till June, so it's gonna be a shitty spring.
My
Just-
birthday.
That's okay.
Just a wee bit. Yeah.
I got things planned. I'm fine.
Everything will be fine. I mean, at this point, we're grab some chickens though. Buy chickens.
I don't want
Uh,
chickens. I don't want no damn chickens squawking around in my damn yard.
you don't have to, girl. They keep raising the prices.
That's true. How are your chickens? How are your chickens? You
My
have chickens.
I was gonna say I got chickens. Max got me chickens for Valentine's Day. Those who don't know, Max is my husband, and because all right, y'all, I'm suffering from a little midlife crisis. My youngest turned 9 last week.
Oh.
And so long story short, at the end of this podcast, I have really big announcement to make.
Oh.
Ooh, okay.
I've been having
Major market teaser.
Major market tease.
I know. I've been having dreams and all these signs. And Miguel, we talked at the beginning of this week, and I told you something was up, and something was
did.
up. So I'll share with that later on.
Oh.
Anyway, so I'm really excited about today with this. First of all, because I've been like MIA. But secondly, like I'm like jonesing to do this. So who do we have today? What are we doing?
All right. Well,
the man, and I got to talk to her.
Let's bring her on. This is Miss Heather. Welcome to the Platypus Posse.
Hi.
So what you all know we do, we turn the microphones down. This is as if Stacy is sitting in your living room and giving you a reading, and we'll just let you two take over.
Hi, Heather. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Stop being nervous. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we're best friends. Like that's it. We're just relax. Know that I work solely and strictly through God. You are such an incredibly wonderful, warm soul. I want to lift you with love, lift you with light, and strip off all the negativity that you wear that other people place on top of you. You carry a lot of ribbons on you, and their names and expectations of other people in your life. Take them off. They don't belong to you. Okay? You have to. It's time to shed. You're going through a major transition right now, and I know it hurts, and I know it's really uncomfortable, and I know that you're trying to it's really weird. It's almost like you're walking through a fun house and you're seeing different parts and perspectives of you in mirrors, and you're trying to figure out which is the right mirror. Stop looking. It doesn't matter. Your reflection upon the world is beautiful and flawless, regardless of what you think. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah,
You've been through hell and back. And it's like the people who are supposed to protect you the best didn't always do that. And that's something for you to forgive, not only, but you've got to forgive yourself for that too, because you're like, well, if they couldn't take care of me, I should have been able to take care of me. No, that's not how this works. So it's either your dad or your grandfather, because ever since I made this gosh darn plan to be on this today, I have felt like this horribly heavy feeling of this brokenhearted man. And it's like you have his eyes. You're like a carbon copy of your mom, but you have his eyes, and it's like his spirit almost. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
You didn't get to say goodbye properly, but I need you to know that he knew you were there, and I need you to know that you were one of the greatest contributions to his life. So did you get a tattoo?
Wait. Hold on, Stacy.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Stacey,
I'm working. I'm so sorry.
I know you're on fire. I'm gonna step in because for you listening, you can't see it right now, but Heather is like about to bawl. Yeah, Heather. Before Stacy, you go on. What's going through your brain right now? Because there are tears, girl.
Everything she's saying is just so on the head so far already. And when my dad passed, I was trying to say goodbye. Like it wasn't a for sure goodbye yet. We just knew something was coming soon. And I remember trying to wake my dad just to be like, hey, I'll see you tomorrow. And trying to get him to wake up. And he was kind of acknowledging it, but a little out of it. And I was like, I love you. And I just wanted to hear him say it. And he did. And then that morning he passed away. So I thought I'd be back, though, after work the next day. So it was hard.
He knew you were there. So I just need you to know that he got that goodbye. That's really important, okay?
Yeah.
It's really important. The other thing too is he didn't suffer. And this confuses me because it's like, okay, yeah, he had illnesses going on, but it was like a 1, 2, 3 punch. It wasn't like, oh, hey, this is what's going on and this is what's going to happen. It was like, here, I have this going on, but I also have this going on, but this is what killed me. Does that make sense?
He had cancer.
But was it in different places, or was it the and I'm not trying to go fishing. Please forgive my question.
No, it's okay. He was diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer.
Mm-hmm.
And he went through all of the chemo and radiation, and then he was told he was in the clear, but they actually missed some. So then it spread.
Mm-hmm. And it got into his neck too, like
yeah,
nodes and everything. Yeah. He didn't want to die, but he also knows like the amount of talks that he had with everybody about this really gave him a lot of comfort.
Yeah.
Ironically. So did you guys set up something while he was passing? This sounds so morbid. Please forgive me.
No, it's okay.
But it's almost like either you guys set up something before he passed or right after he passed. But the butterflies, like there's something where people go and they visit and it's his. Does that make sense?
Kind of.
I just want to go sit outside and and I keep wanting to talk to you about the freaking butterfly.
I wrote that down.
Butterflies. Say the thing. I know Heather and I are friends. Please say the thing about the butterflies, Heather.
Monarch butterflies have been a huge deal. 2 times, and really like that stand out the most was when I was moving from Illinois to Florida originally, and I was going around the whole house that I had to say bye to, that he helped build a lot into, and I was wondering if he was gonna know we were leaving. So
he wanted you to leave.
Yeah. A monarch butterfly landed on the fence as I went to open a latch, and it followed me around the whole yard. And then there was another recently where I just started going to therapy, and after this call, a monarch butterfly appeared outside my window of my car. So sorry.
Please don't apologize. This is all good. I always say crying. Everyone's like, oh, I'm so sorry I'm crying. No, this is good. This is so good. This is one of those things. And like I said, there's also the tattoo on the hand or the arm. Do you have a sister? Yes! Yes!
Wait, okay. Describe what just happened for those that are just listening, because oh my gosh.
Okay. I'm so sorry. Okay.
Oh man, I got this in memory of my dad.
Y'all, if you can't see it, she had it covered. The girl is wearing a freaking sweatshirt. And I kept wanting to talk about the tattoo on her wrist for her dad.
I actually mentioned, like, I wrote down some stuff already before all this, and one of them was I was wondering if he knew about the tattoo and the monarch. So.
Girl, he walks beside you each and every day. And you're scared to get pregnant? Or talk to me about the kiddos, because there's babies coming into your future when you're ready.
I just never thought that that would be in my future.
Get rid of those negative thoughts, okay? And you're going to take everything you've learned and everything that you've gone through, and you're going to make it 100 times better. It's like having a really good apple pie recipe, and you're going to be able to even update that recipe and be an even better parent. Okay? I need you to understand that, because you set yourself up for a lot of like, oh, well, that's not really going to work. No, it is. The other thing too is the money and the job and all of that stuff is about to take off. So breathe and have trust and faith, because I know you're up in the air with the big guy right now, and I get it, but you're in a really good place. Even though you feel like you're at the bottom of the barrel, when we're in that dirty place, the only way up is to look up, because that is sometimes the only way out. And you've got this. Like, you're about to fly. The butterflies have you.
Thank you.
I'm so excited for you. So do you have any questions? You also have a grandmother that's always with you too. Please understand that. And he also has an animal. There's a dog with him too that's also passed. Did you
Stop.
die as well?
I actually like looked at this and I was like, Blazer, are you with Dad?
Yes, he is. And I also want you to know, because so his mom passed too, huh?
Yeah.
He helped him into heaven. And you have like either you guys have shared names or somebody carries on names with your family, because
My Aunt Linnea.
Thank you. Okay.
My middle name's Lynn after my Aunt Linnea.
Yeah.
Passed recently.
Yeah.
So.
Please know that she's also with you, and that she's the one with the ladybugs and the dragonfly. Like the ladybugs are a thing. Okay.
Yeah.
You talk to her a lot in your head, especially when you drive.
For the move down here.
Keep
yeah,
writing. I want you to publish your journal. You keep considering it. Do it.
I never thought they were good enough.
Stop. Get out of your head. Get out. Remember, take the ribbons off of what people put on you.
Wait,
Because
what's
you're
this journal?
wearing what you think, what people think. That's not you.
What's this journal, Heather, that you have?
Ever since I was a kid, I started like writing poems and things like that, even scripts sometimes. It would just help me through. My parents, they did fight when I was little, so my escape was trying to channel things into, creative writing in a sense. And it kind of took off more like when Taylor Swift like became, into the music and stuff. But I paused a bit at times too, because I didn't think it was good enough anymore. But I have them. I still have the journals and poems and things.
Start publishing them. I'm serious. Even if it's just like a Facebook post, just do a little blurb. Your thoughts, your experiences, your life is part of changing other people's lives for the better, and to give them hope on some of the darkest places. It's like everyone gives Taylor Swift such a bad time. Oh, she's a witch. She's this, she's that. What most people don't understand, that she's given us permission to be okay with our own thoughts and feelings, because she has them too. And that's why I'm saying those journals that you have, those thoughts, those experiences, that look at Pink. She took some of her own childhood
Wait,
experiences.
I can't believe you said Pink.
But
Because
that's
like,
you.
oh my God.
Do you know what I mean? That's you.
I'd asked my dad to acknowledge Pink because of the song.
What is even happening right now?
Right.
What is even happening?
This has been one of your strongest.
I haven't been working.
That's up.
Channel it all in.
Girl,
Oh
you
my
are
God.
you are open right now,
Yeah.
girl. Because oh my gosh.
And I'm 100% comfortable, because I came on. I'm like, I'm with my family. We're good. Let's talk.
And can I just say too, like, if there is one thing I could wish for this world, is for people to get out of their heads and let your talent shine.
Yes.
Because you only have one life. And I'm thinking of one friend that I'm talking to, and it just hurts my heart that he doesn't go for this dream, that he would just smash it. And I'm like, you are so fucking great. Just go for it.
Say his name.
Derek.
Own that.
Derek, my friend Derek, he's such a talented writer, and he fucking loves Star Wars. And I'm like, you should be on those staffs, writing with those people and helping them craft the next generation. But he's like, well, no, I'm scared. No, do it. Heather, do it.
How many times did Tom Brady get told he wasn't going to be anything?
A lot, probably, because he was like the bottom of the class, right?
Yes.
Ranked at
I
the
mean, they laughed at him. God, even Will Ferrell. Hello? Like, come on. Like, each of us are our own person. We all were sent here to make a difference with our gifts. We're not supposed to be perfect. We're supposed to be unique, and we're supposed to shine our freak flags, because not everyone has the same color purple.
My favorite thing that Miguel has ever said to me is, if you need to start something, just look at RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yes.
Look at season 1 and how awful that filter was. How awful. It was like this cloudy, discolored season. And look where it's at right now. Season
Right.
17.
Always have to
Start.
start.
Mhm.
And
You have to
sometimes I always tell people there's no such thing as failure. It's only a redirect. Miguel, how's that podcast?
Nah, I know, right? Actually, I have an idea. But all of us, though, we all suffer through it, no matter.
All do.
Also, don't put yourself down for not starting, because we all, each of us sitting here in this
Every one of
video
us.
thing, everybody watching, everyone listening, we all
We're
have
really
that
good at telling other people to do
Yeah.
right to be like,
Yeah.
go do it, girl.
No,
Go
it's
do
true.
it, go do it.
And
But-
then when it's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh, you do it, I'm like, oh no, well, no, hold on.
Life's
So just-
busy.
Take that first step. Like that first step for you, Heather, could be creating an anonymous TikTok and just like putting images of your writing up there
Yeah.
and just letting it go, and no one knows who you are, Kelvin.
Get a free account on Canva and look up templates where somebody already creates it for you.
Yep.
Type up a small passage of some of your poems or journal entries. Make them very short because the attention span.
Right.
And I know you like to write, girl.
Mhm.
Make them very short where people can like use them to repost and add trending audio. So maybe it gets picked up and people start sharing it. There's this famous poet, I think his name is Drake or something like that. And his stuff always goes viral because some of his passages in his books go viral because they're really good and they're really relatable. That's-
Watermark it. Yeah. Make a fake name.
Yeah.
Alexa off.
Make sure to sign it at the bottom.
Yeah,
Oh,
but this
yeah,
is just
do
a
that.
way to like get started. That's why I just had this idea with Kelvin's little roast thing of like, hey, I'm gonna challenge myself, Holly, and Kelvin every other Sunday. One of us has to create a 5-10 minute thing that we'll post on Sundays that'll help show us that it's not that much to start another podcast, but just to do something. So we say all this to say, and I feel like poor Heather, we're like, do it!
Do it!
Like, I'm done.
I need it.
We just want to see you blossom because clearly you have a voice and you have things that need to be said. And how many people are waiting to hear what you have to say?
It's so true.
I am. I'm waiting. Like, send it to me. I'm so intrigued because I know your soul. I can feel you. I always try to explain to people. I was talking to a client of mine that should be your writer, and she knows who I'm talking to because she's watching this. And I used this analogy on her recently. Was if you're going to Busch Gardens or a theme park and you've already been on this ride like 9 million times, but you bring your very best friend, and you know that this very best friend is going to love this ride. They're going to benefit. It's going to be amazing. And you see all the good it's about to bring to this person. And you're so hyped up because you know what this is going to do for them. In the meantime, they're like, no, I'm scared. I don't want to. Get on the ride. Just jump. It's time. You're only stopping wonderful things from happening. Do it.
Well, I'm ready to take on the world, girl. What do we know? I'm ready. I was ready to go home. Now I'm ready to go do something. I don't know.
That podcast, right?
I know, ready. Let's record it. I'm ready.
Oh my god.
Okay, we're
This
gonna be
has been
quiet.
your
if
TED
you
Talk.
listen to it. We're gonna shut the fuck up now. Okay, sorry.
So anything else? Do you have any other questions?
I know my sister-in-law mentioned, because I have a twin niece and nephew, and she mentioned something about a mark being on them before they were born or after they were born, and that like was a symbolized thing for somebody holding.
Yeah, it was a birthmark. Yeah, to let your dad know your dad was with them.
Yeah, I wanted to know that.
Yeah, I always tell people that they may not be able to hold them in the physical sense, but they're able to hold them in the spiritual sense. You always stick within the same soul family. So your father knows those babies. Your father will know your babies. All of that. Sorry. Ugh, it's a thing.
I don't know what else.
I'm so glad you did this because I know you were nervous, and it's such a privilege. So
Yeah,
thank
I was.
you so much for your time.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Well, thank you, Heather. And hey, listen,
Mhm.
if you want a place to start, if you want to just post on the Miguel and Holly fam /platypus posse, because you know
Yes.
you're in a safe space.
Please.
These are people that'll support you. We'll all be looking for it. And you can even, I mean, we all know now because we're listening, but you can post anonymously, but we'll know it's you. But
Well-
still, but if that'll get you to just
I don't
post
mind.
something, just post and be like, hey, I was on the podcast. I just want to share one of my writings with the Platypus Posse. And you're already starting off in a safe space.
Right. And very supportive environment.
Non-judgmental, 100% open.
Right.
Okay. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it.
Thank
Oh, we
you.
love you, Heather. Big hugs.
Love you guys too. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, girl, you on fire today, honey.
That's how I roll. I think I'm going through some kind of weird spiritual transition, to be completely honest with you guys.
Oh.
And then they evolve.
Oh.
And then they
I'm
become
evolving. Yeah, because
Ooh,
now
you're becoming stronger. Okay,
I'm
Storm.
getting stronger. And it's like, am I going to get sicker? We're going to find out. But,
Oh, no, hope not sick.
Let's
I can't help but wonder whether or not my body can take my gifts. And that's why the lupus. A fascinating thought process. I'm just saying. I know.
Listen, let's be frank for just a second.
Talk to me.
How are you feeling today?
Today, okay, y'all, this week has been such a good week. I'm feeling good. We moved and I got my color green back, so I'm happy. So through this move has been a little bit difficult. It's just been a shit show in a handbasket, but I know how to make it sparkly. Within this transition, the name Lotus has continuously popped up. And you guys, and I'm going to say it like this because we're all family in the club and we all understand each other. And most of you guys have had sessions with me that are listening. And I'll tell you that when things keep popping up, like this word Lotus kept popping up, it's usually a sign or a message. And so whenever you keep seeing numbers that are repeated or names that are repeated, go look it up because God's trying to tell you something. And of course, me being me and with life being as traumatic as it has been for the last 6 weeks, the very last thing I wanted to do was look up anything. So I kind of brush it off and leave it alone because I'm scared it's a warning. So then a few nights ago, I had a dream of all the women in my family lining up and we're all about to go out. And the woman who named me, my mom's best friend, who's also passed, was handing me a white dress. It was New Year's Eve. And she said, times are changing, things are changing. You need to put this on because you're about to level up. And I'm like, what the heck does this mean? Like, I even texted Miguel being like, baby, you would not believe this crazy dream I had. It bothered me. Again, scared. Because what if this is a warning? And in the meantime, I get the baby chicks and we lose 2 of them. So now I only have 2 chickens. And I'm like, oh my gosh, death. And yes, you guys, there's only 2 people on this lovely green earth that I cannot feel. One being my person and the other one being myself. So I'm anxious. Finally, Max is like, just look up this information. Just settle yourself down, look it up. So Lotus and white dress dreams all mean purity, new beginnings, and new life. Emily calls me the day after the really weird white dream.
Emily's your daughter?
Yes, my oldest daughter calls me Emily. I'm going to be a baba again. She's pregnant.
Oh, look at that.
Isn't that crazy, you guys?
Yes.
Oh, so
Wow.
yeah, that's
It is so insane how the universe is trying to send us messages. And because of, especially living in 2025 with all the distractions we have,
there's so many distractions.
We miss all the signs. And the universe was trying to tell you this.
And I've been trying to stay off of social media. I've been trying to just because the world's scary right now, y'all. This is not what we did not elect this. I don't care what anybody says.
It's a lot. This is a lot going on. But look, the good thing for you is that like you were afraid it was a bad message, but it was a good message.
It was a good message. And then this morning, because y'all, I've been dealing with a lot and I'm like, okay, God, we've been having a lot of one-on-one conversations. And I had a good conversation with the one friend who's watching that should be writing. And she was like, I don't believe that God punishes. She references back to the book of Job. And sure enough, gosh darn it, a reel popped up today about the book of Job. And just like God uses people like me because of what I do to have more challenges to give people hope and strength through their bad times, to let them know that God doesn't ever walk away from them either. So it's been interesting. Life is good. It's so special.
Yes, it is.
It's a great way to. It's a great perspective to
Have
take.
to, you know.
Yeah, you do, because what else do we do? That's what
And I
do.
do feel like, especially in these dark times, this is when you can find your voice. This is when people will be discovered and they will find out that, oh my gosh, all these thoughts that I've been walking around with, people want to hear them, or these talents. This is the time to double down on who you are and what you feel and share it with the universe, because people are looking for things that give them joy right now. And you never know what talent you have could be the conduit to change someone's life.
I think it's so important to take and go with your talents, because you don't know what you're going to do. And it's just like COVID. Look at how dark COVID was, but look at how much good came out of COVID.
Right.
Look at the stories and so many people that have changed lives because of COVID.
Right.
And I'm just looking at this situation to tell everybody, right? Make your difference, do your splash in your pond, because you're going to make an impact. Change the lives, do your thing.
Well, who knew this was going to be it today? Who knew we were going to? Because Lord knows I walked into this podcast and I was like, girl, can we make it 10 minutes? Because I won't go home. But now I'm feeling
energized.
Yes. And so thank you, Stacy.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, Stacy, if somebody's like, I want what Heather got, I want a session.
I was gonna say, and like I said, these sessions are going crazy right now, and every session has been 100% crazy.
Phones are lighting up right now.
I was gonna say, phones are going off as we speak.
They're booking sessions now. They're like, I just saw it, girl. I'm ready. Our YouTube audience is big. They said I'm ready. So how can people book a session with you?
SoulWorkerStacyRenee.com is the best way to get a session. Not texting, not calling. Heading to my website, SoulWorkerStacyRenee.com, and you can follow me on Instagram and even Facebook at SoulWorkerStacyRenee.
Stacy, thank you so much. We appreciate it. We'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Thanks, you guys. Have a wonderful day, and God bless you guys.
You too.
Bye.
How can people follow along with you?
At Kelvin Live on Instagram. I might post a video of the roast, a little bit of it.
Oh.
Maybe if it gets approved.
Okay.
At Kelvin Live.
Holly.
Radio Holly on Instagram and on Threads and TikTok. You can check out my stuff all through there.
And feel better, Holly.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm going to be sitting, looking at social media today, the fun stuff. I'm going to try not to doom scroll this weekend, because who needs that?
You can follow me at Miguel Fuller on Instagram, TikTok, and Threads, and on Peloton. We'll see you all next week.
Miguel